Good morning and welcome to Bumblebee Junction.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great day. But guys, we've got a little bit something different to bring you guys today. I know a lot of you have opinions about product videos, and we don't do a whole lot of them. Main reason is it takes a whole lot to impress Tina and I, and especially when it comes to gardening, but we certainly want to be careful about what we bring you guys. So if you can't remember our last product video, that's probably a good thing. Been quite a while. But guys, we have run across a product that we feel we can safely recommend to you guys, and we're going to be using it this year ourselves. So one of our most popular videos has been our porch cucumbers, and took a lot of years and a lot of time growing cucumbers in different ways to figure out, but we ultimately learned that cucumbers enjoy the heat, but they can tolerate some shade. Now there have been a few other channels and some other gardeners that have benefited from that kind of research that we did, but guys, this is where it come from. So we're going to go out here. We've got a great product to show you. I'll go over what's in the boxes, and we'll talk about it a little bit, and then ultimately in the end we'll come around probably with a second video, show you planting them up and getting them out there, and then we'll follow them through the season and see how they do. But I have every confidence in the world that they're going to do fine. We've already checked out the quality and stuff, and we've spent some extensive time talking with the company owners, and we don't have any problem recommending the product. So without a whole bunch of gabbing and everything else, we're just going to get into these boxes, and we'll talk a little bit about the product, and then we'll show you setting them up. We're going to go ahead and get the dirt in them and get them ready to grow. But like I said, cucumbers enjoy the warmth, and it's still a little early in the season for us to be planting cucumbers, but now is the time to go ahead. If you like the product, go ahead and get you some, and you should still be set up and have plenty of time to grow you some cucumbers of your own. So guys, like I said, let's just get into this. We'll go over the boxes, we'll go over the product, we'll take an in-depth look, and we'll just show you what we got. Alright guys, today's video is sponsored by GroTech Garden, and they're at GroTechGarden.com. We're going to go ahead and put that link in the description, make it easier for you to find. But the system, they make several different products. What we're going to be talking about today is called the GroFern system. It's a hanging system that's meant to grow ferns, and we'll show you the boxes here in a second. This is one angle of it, and we've got some other boxes turned at different angles. So you can see down there on the bottom left, they're made for hanging ferns, but we're going to use them for growing cucumbers. So let's just take a look here, see what they've got to say about their product. Alrighty guys, move in here a little bit closer, and we're going to go over some of the highlights that the company has put here on the box. These containers are self-watering. They're also set up with a float system so you can tell how much water's in them, which helps prevent overwatering. With the water and the air down at the root level, it promotes healthy root growth. They are decorative, durable design. I'll agree with that. And they are reusable season after season. Guys, we're going to put that to the test around here season after. We like a good quality product, and we tend to put things, when they say year after year, we've put some stuff to the test decade after decade. So guys, these are the main points that they have on the box here, and then one other here. We'll try to get in on that. Let's see if I can zoom. Guys, these are proudly sourced and designed and manufactured 100% in the USA, right down there in the great state of Georgia. So let's take a look at the rest of the boxes angles here, and we'll see what's in the box before we open them up. Alrighty guys, here's the boxes from another angle, and right on the outside of the box it tells you what you can expect, and that's a great thing, you know, when you can look at a product and tell what's in it before you buy it and take it home and realize it's not what you wanted. I'm glad that they put this on the outside here, but it comes with 2 each of the plastic planters. They are 12 inches by 10 3/4, I believe. It's got 2 grow bucket inserts. Those go down in the bottom. That's what leaves a reservoir for the water, and it holds on to the level indicator tubes that'll hold them upright. So those are inserts that go down in the bottom of the bucket. Then there's a tube that comes up to the surface of the dirt, and then it includes 2 floats which act like floats and tell you how much water's in there. It also includes the chains for hanging, so they're pretty clear. All that you're going to need to do this is a bag of dirt and some water. Now we've got our soil mix over here ready to go, but guys, you don't have to have anything extra. Just this system, some dirt, and some water. So, and then over there on the right, on the how-to, it's got some instructions on how to plant. We'll go over that when we get to the planting part of the video. But I like the idea that I can see what's in the box. I can tell how it's put together. I can see that it's easy to use, and guys, are just overall happy with the packaging here. That's one thing, but we're going to go ahead and get these boxes open, and we'll take a look at the products inside. Alrighty, guys, we've gone ahead and unpacked one of the sets of these. They come 2 sets to a box, and we've got 3 boxes here. We're going to be setting up 6, which is the same number of cucumber pots we usually grow. We were really thankful. These were provided to us by Carrie at GroTechGarden.com, and we're going to go over what we saw in the buckets. First thing that come out is the bucket itself. It's a fairly large bucket. I don't know how to explain to you, but if you can hear it, it's a really thick bucket, thicker than a lot of 5-gallon buckets that I bought here recently. But it's a nice bucket. It's good size. I don't know if you can tell by the size of my hand. We're only going to put about 5 or 6 cucumber plants in here. But that's a really good size for a little bit bigger volume than we're normally used to planting with. So the cucumber should do really well in here. You can see, let's see if I can get that on camera. They've got the holes around the edge, and that's for the hanging chains. And guys, we'll talk just a second about these chains. This is the chain that they sent with it. And I'd like to tell you that chain is heavier than some dog leashes I bought. This isn't a plastic chain. This isn't cheap. This is a good quality heavy chain. They have a warning on the box that these buckets can be a little heavy once they're filled, and they're not joking around when they provided the chains to hang them with. These chains will definitely handle anything we put in that bucket, even if we filled the bucket with rocks. So guys, we'll set this chain aside. Like I said, the buckets are they're already drilled out to put the chain links in. And then they have another feature that'll save you a step. About 4 inches up from the bottom, they have a hole drilled in them. And that's the drainage hole for overfilling. And we'll show you how that works here in just a second. But we'll set this back down with this hole facing straight towards us. Alright, what goes inside the bucket is this drain pan. And I wanted to give it a show to you. It'll seal pretty good here along the bottom. Not completely. It's got these teeth here, probably for aeration. But it's pretty tight weave up here. That should keep a lot of your soil from falling down into your water. But it also has this side here. This is going to be where your riser tube goes on. And this is going to be an outlet for the water to get to that overflow hole that I just showed you, up that 4 inches from the bottom. So guys, when we put this into the bucket, we're going to put it so that that hole lines up with the hole that they put in the bucket. And it'll sit right down in the bucket like that. Hopefully you can get at least some view of that, but you want to line that tube up with the hole in the side of the bucket. Then next step will be, they sent a riser tube. To show you that, it's probably 11, 12 inches long. I'm not sure, 10 inches. But go ahead and put that into the thing. Working blind here, guys. Alright, that'll sit right down in the top. It plugs into the top of the fill chamber down there, and it comes up out of the top of the bucket. And the only thing we'll have left to do that'll come up through there is it comes with this, and this is a little float dipstick kind of setup here. It drops right down in this riser tube, and it'll come back up out of there as you fill it with water. I don't know how I'm gonna get it back now, but as you fill it with water, it'll rise up out of that tube and fall down, and you'll be able to tell the water level. You know, when it's all the way down in there, it's time to fill that thing back up. But it'll give you a good idea to where to keep your water levels. Painted in 3 different colors. It's got green, then the natural color, then red. And you can just kind of decide what works for you at what level you want to keep it. But it's easier to walk out there and just visually see if your plants need watered or not by you know, just a quick walk by inspection, and then there's no guessing whether you've got enough water in there. But we'll go ahead, we're going to get this put back together here. We're going to line this up with the hole, the drain hole in the side of the bucket again. And then we're going to put our drain tube in. We'll go over here and see if we can't find us some soil. Like I said, we're going to fill these up. Not going to be too exciting, but we'll go ahead and get this filled up and show you what they look like, and then we'll get the rest of them set up. But we're not quite ready to plant. So let me get the. We'll see. We'll put the dirt in it. We'll get the chains on it. We'll show you what it looks like as a whole system, and then we'll talk a little bit more about it here in just a minute. Alrighty guys, we got these 6 pots filled up. We got the dirt packed good around the bottom to make sure that the drain tubes stay solid. And then went ahead and filled them the rest of the way up. You may see some variance in the soil. Those are additives that we kind of put in last minute. But guys, we're probably the best place to store these is where we're going to use them. So we'll take them around front. We'll get them hung up so you can get a look at what they look like hanging. And then we'll see if we can't get them TINA approved. And then we'll let you guys go. But let's get these things up front. We'll hook them up on the porch and give you an idea what they look like in their native environment. Alrighty guys, we'll give you a look down the porch here. You can see the black pots hanging above the railing. We left the chains full length. We'll explain that in just a second. But we've got the 3 down there. We've got the 3 here. There's 1, 2. Oh wait, it's TINA.
I can see.
Oh, yeah, it's part of the reason we left the chains long is so that TINA could handle and work in the pots a lot easier, because normally they'd be about a foot higher, and she has trouble watering and working in them. So, got another one on down there past her, but what do you think of the pots so far?
So far, so good?
So far, so good?
Yeah.
Look like good heavy-duty pots?
Yeah.
They hold a lot of dirt. That good dirt volume, that'll be good for roots and stuff, so don't get them all crowded up.
Yeah, I'm sure the cucumbers will really like them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the cucumbers will like them too.
Yeah.
But guys, we'll go through that in a planting video. And we've also got to run the trellis wire down through here for them to run out on. But just wanted to give you a look. We'll scan down through here one more time. And guys, those are going to be the planting buckets in their native environment. So we'll go ahead and follow this up with a cucumber planting video here and coming up. And we'll just leave it at that. What do you think, Tay?
I think that's the plan.
That's the plan?
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'll be right back to talk to you in just a second. Alrighty, guys. That's about going to wrap it up for today's video. Once again, we want to say thank you to Carrie Reynolds over at GroTech Garden and GroTechGarden.com. She sent us these wonderful baskets to test, and it wasn't a paid promotion. We did receive the product for testing, and we decided to put the video up. So, not getting paid to say what we like and what we don't. We just got an offer to test the buckets. The pros that I see on the buckets, they are super easy to assemble. They are extra heavy duty. I like the long chains that you can adjust the length on. I like the fill tubes. The floats are a great idea to make sure that you got water down in the bottom. The floats do go, you'll see if you get them, the floats do go down into the fill chamber, and they both have a flat edge on them. If your float's not working, I could see possibly having to bump the container a little bit to get the float centered back on the riser tube. But like I said, we haven't put that to the test yet, so I can't say for sure that that would be a problem. But the only con I saw was that the chain holes tend to line up with your fill spout, and the fill spout's awful close to the edge. I thought that was going to be a con. Turns out that the fill tubes are just far enough inside the pot that they clear the hanging chain. Might even give you an opportunity to wire that fill tube to the chain. Make sure it absolutely doesn't move or come unhooked from the bottom. But guys, I really don't see any big cons. Many more pros. Definitely worth the price that they're asking. They are a little bit high for, say, a beginner gardener. But guys, if you want your gardens to pay off in the end, you're going to have to do a little investing in them. So we can see where this was definitely a plus for us. And guys, we're just overall really happy with the product. Like I said, Carrie Reynolds is super easy to work with. Their customer service is really great. We have some other products actually to show you, some bucket adapters for bucket gardening. But these hanging pots here, they're meant for ferns, but they say on the box you can use them for tomatoes, berries, all kinds of things. Guys, we're going to put them to the test with cucumbers. Those weren't on the list, but I think Carrie herself is going to give it a try and plant some cucumbers in hers. But guys, we're going to leave these up here. This is going to be from here out, just like our porch cucumbers have been most years. We'll show you how to plant them. We'll show you how to trellis them, and we'll show you how they do here in the shade with just a little bit of heat and some morning sun. So, guys, thank you once again for stopping by the channel. We really appreciate it. If you're not into product videos, thank you for sticking around this long. Really appreciate you supporting the channel, even if just by your views. So, guys, thanks once again. Tina and I are going to put these things to use. You'll see them through the year. We'll update them in our garden updates. We usually do those weekly. And should be able to just follow along through the year and see if there's something that you'd be interested in. But I'm going to put a link to Carrie and her company down in the description. It is GroTechGarden.com. And guys, be sure to head over there, check them out. They've got some other systems over there. They got a self-watering system, a self-filling system that'll fill the waterers for you. Just all kinds of new things. It's a growing new company. They're excited to be on the market. You can tell that they're putting their best foot forward and wanting to make sure that the customers are happy with the quality of products they're putting out. And guys, we weren't disappointed. So probably be a while before you see another product video from us. Like I said, it takes a lot to impress us. But guys, we were real happy with this one. So we hope you enjoy it. We hope you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you in the next one.